Hi, my name is Tiffany Thomas, here along with Craze Cam, doing an interview for Paidtwowin Bandz. My shadows today is Madam Zoldyck. I'm so sorry, babe. Mr. Unloaded Clips, and Gerard Fedor. The first thing I need you to do is to throw your macros up for me.
That's good.
Okay, period. So I'm going to read you the MD rules, well, the HP rules, the MD rules, and then the RP rules. Let me go in my room real quick because my son is watching cartoons and it's loud. Okay, HP rules. Do not resuscitate patients in streets around the hospital, PvP territory zones, or army base. No attendant PvP territory without a rank 7 or above. Do not treat patients with weapons drawn. Do not stand or cell on the main lobby floor. Do not stand on any back bush or surround the hospital areas to chill or take breaks. Ride around on the city or the floor 2 if unoccupied, or cafeteria instead. Do not go AFK while on duty. Punishment is a 3-day ban, demotion, and funds reset. Do not be disrespectful to patients or colleagues. Punishment, immediate dismissal. No combat fighting whatsoever. Break away and run if you cannot. /help. RP4. The desk rules. Max 2 staff per desk. Rank order. Brown, maroon, blue, white, and then green. Up to 3 may line up in the hallway. Same rank order. Brown, maroon, blue, white, and then green. As far as your med restock, if your wait time is over 5 minutes, go on emergency calls or med deliveries. If it's under 5 minutes, you may wait in the cafeteria. The entry rules. Only a rank 6 and above can enter through the front door. Only a rank 7 and above can enter through the front parking lot. Do not spawn the bus on any day at any time without DCP or CP permission, which you will not get, so that means don't do it anyway. Radio checks are mandatory. You must respond using a 10-4 copy macro. MD rules. MD1 refuses to provide medical assistance. Refusing to provide medical assistance, including performing CPR, giving meds without a justified RP reason, as long as there is no threat to the medic's life, including situations where armed players are present at the scene. Punishment 1, reprimand. MD2, providing medical aid during dangerous situations, selling medication or resuscitating players in situations that threaten the life and health of both the medic and the player, including but not limited to during an escalating conflict, an active shootout, a turf war, etc. Punishment 1 warning. MD3, compliance with project rules. Medical personnel are required to comply with all established project rules from 1 warning to 1 reprimand, depending on the faction leadership's decision at that point in time. MD4, improper RP behavior. Failure to adhere to RP rules when interacting with players while performing medical assistance or communicate with faction colleagues. The punishment is 1 warning from the faction leadership. MD4.1, disrespectful behavior. Disrespectful behavior towards any player. Punishment 1, reprimand or dismissal, depending on the faction leader's decision at that point in time. MD4.2, noncompliance with orders. Failure to comply with leadership orders or to observe the chain of command within the faction. Punishment 1, reprimand from the faction leadership. MD 4.3, assault on civilians. Assault on civilians with a taser, weapon, or fist without RP reason. Punishment, dismissal from the faction. MD 5, use of weapons. Medical personnel are strictly forbidden from using any weapons. Punishment, dismissal from the faction. MD 6, criminal activity. Intentionally associating with gangs, committing major crimes, including but not limited to theft, vandalism, murder, or joining factions during activities where medic participation is not intended. Punishment, dismissal from the faction. MD 7, use of service vehicles for personal purposes. Using official medical transport for personal travel when not on duty, including also for civilian jobs. Punishment 1 warning. MD 7.1, use of personal vehicles. Using personal vehicles instead of service vehicles to perform faction duties. Punishment 1 warning. MD 8, unauthorized issuance of recovery notes. Using unauthorized issue. Okay, I said that. Issuing medical certificates outside of a hospital. Issuing medical certificates for monetary compensation. Punishment 1 warning. RP rules. NRP faction actions. Violating RP conducts within a faction, including unwarranted release of players from jail. Punishment, dismissal from the faction and or for 30 minutes in jail up to a 3-day account ban. RP 14, sexual harassment. I am doing an interview, babes, please. RP 14, sexual harassment. Any form of sexual action, including simulation and explicit dialogue or actions in the use of ethnic and or LGBTQIA slurs, stalking other players, or excessive verbal detail and descriptions with sexual undertones. All sexual actions between players must be performed with the prior consent of all participating individuals. Such actions must not take place in public areas or areas frequently visited by other players, including but not limited to jail, hospital, job zones, parking lots, etc. Punishment, 60-minute mute of voice and text chat on account ban, ranging from 24 hours to 30 days. Floor 2 is closed. This is an interview. Please go downstairs or in the conference room. RP 15, provocation of faction members. Intentionally provoking members of any faction I know you lying. Please. Please, Hector. RP16 or RP15. Come on. Provocation of faction members, intentionally provoking members of any faction for entertainment or with the intent to disrupt the faction's operations. Punishment 30 minutes in jail. RP16, criminal acts against emergency personnel. Any criminal acts committed against emergency medical personnel. Punishment from 90 minutes in jail to a 12-hour account ban. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Hector, this is an interview, and I'm not going to restart it. I'm going to ask you one more time to go to floor 1 or go sit in the conference room. All right, my first question for you is going to be, how do you deal with difficult colleagues? Move, go, be quiet.
Take it to the higher ups.
Period, but also record and report. Nothing is really real unless you record and report. I could come to you and tell you anybody did anything, and if it's not on video, did it really happen?
Okay, you talking about my body count, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Question number 2 is, if you see me shot outside in front of HP and I ask you to pick me up, would you pick me up?
No.
Exactly. Leave me there. Let me die. I'll be back. Question number 3. If you had, a couple people downstairs and they all asking for pills and med kits at the same time, how would you handle that?
Yeah, I gotta calm down. I gotta take second wait.
Period. Everybody have some patience so I could do what I need to do and get y'all what y'all need. And my last question for you is, why is teamwork important in the medical faction?
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Period. Okay. Unloaded clips.
Say one more time.
One question for me is it okay for me to do nail runs in my personal vehicle?
No. You cannot do man rides in your personal vehicle. Only work vehicles only.
All right, question 2 is, if you see me outside shooting, what would you do?
Drive off.
Savannah 4110, please.
Savannah, can you please go to the side? I'll be right with you after the interview, Savannah. Can you please go to the side? Y'all can proceed. I'm sorry.
You heard what I said though?
Mommy.
Yeah, I heard you. I had asked my 2 questions though.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Gerard.
My first question for you is, why'd you choose the medical faction? Because I was tired of doing games. I feel like this the best way to work, and I don't like working other jobs but medical.
All right. And my second question is, how far do you want to take this?
Probably to, I'm gonna do this for a long time probably. I'm constant with this though. Like I'm always on my account, I'm always on.
All right. That's all I got, Mr.
Okay, Madam Zoldyck, it's on you.
Got you. When are you able to spot on a medical bus?
Never. Unless you get permission from the higher ups, which is never.
Yes, sir. If the wait time for Marystock is under 5 minutes, what do we do until then?
Go either take some cars, do your medical thing for your HP, or go wait in the cafeteria.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. Those are your 2 questions, babe?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and that will conclude the interview for Mr. Paidtwowin Bandz. Period.